I think if anybody who sees animals being abused, get involved. Phone call, telephone call to the police, anybody. Do something, but don't let animals be abused.
Many of you may remember Gucci the dog and the senseless act of violence that left the puppy scarred for life.
They had taken him and strung him up by his neck in a tree, and they were slapping him. And then they got tired of that, and then one of the guys went to his car and got some lighter fluid and squirted his head and his neck, and they set him on fire.
Anybody who could see what had happened to that dog would have to be moved and would have to speak up or step up or do something.
This is a man that was standing on his front porch that didn't know what was coming.
It is a 6-month jail sentence and a $500 fine for a man found guilty of beating and setting fire to Gucci the dog.
Gucci and Doug James came to the legislature, and that's what started turning the tide. Gucci was our spokesdog. Gucci was the face of animal cruelty in Alabama.
There is nothing abstract about a dog whose ears have been burned off. There's no one that could say, well, this kind of thing really doesn't happen, when that animal, through that scar-tissued face, was looking out, making some great press.
I don't want to take anything away from him. I think he was the hero, he was the star, and I was just the driver.
There are a lot of Gucci's out there, unfortunately.
I think Doug James
I was going to say,
was the perfect storm.
He had the bravery to step forward and say something needs to be done about this. He had the bravery to step forward and rescue a little puppy.
Because it's infuriating to see that people think, oh, it's just an animal, it's just a dog, it doesn't matter. People need to see animal abuse differently. They need to see it as an actual issue, which a lot of people don't.
It's happening everywhere, every day. And I think you need to open your eyes to that, because it's easy to ignore those stories when you see it and say, oh, I don't want to look at that. But you have to look at that. You have to look at that and say, that's wrong. And you have to make a stand for it, because obviously animals don't have a voice.
He thought he was beautiful, and in his own way he was. And, you know, saving one dog is not going to save the world, but it saved his world.